The TRHA breaks its silence on ambulance scandal. Its chairman says the board is legitimate. Venezuela issues warning to Trinidad and Tobago following statements by Prime Minister Prasad Bisesa, and expulsion and police intervention for students involved in school violence. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Friday, 6th June 2025. To our top story this evening. The Tobago Regional Health Authority Board broke its silence today on the controversy surrounding the procurement and subsequent purchasing of new ambulances for Tobago. TRHA CEO Dr. Delmon Baker and the chairman of the board, Chrislyn Moore, sought to clear the air at a press conference held today. Alia Balgobin has the details.
Chrislyn Moore, chairman of the TRHA, stated that the new fleet of ambulances comes with a 3-year warranty with the option to extend it for an additional fee or to make specific adjustments to the vehicles as needed.
We continue to test drive these ambulances. They are under warranty, and we have an extended warranty. We have a generous warranty, and quite frankly, our contract is a good contract. If the ambulances are not serving our purpose, then we will get our money back.
CEO Dr. Delmon Baker noted that the current fleet of ambulances is still undergoing testing. He added that Tobago presently has 6 ambulances in operation, 2 of which are leased, while the remaining 4 are older models.
The present fleet is 6 2-leased ambulances and 4 of the older Ford vehicles. Now, of course, we will have challenges from time to time because these vehicles are in service 24 hours, 7 days a week, and I think we are dealing with 1 or 2 challenges now with 1 Ford vehicle and 1 of the leased vehicles. I'm told that the leased vehicles are back in service after a challenge last evening, and those will have been.
Meanwhile, Moore stated that all necessary processes were followed and the ambulances were purchased based on the advice and recommendations of the emergency responders. Alia Balgobin, Tobago Updates Television News.
The current TRHA board is legitimate. Well, that's according to chairman of the board, Chrislyn Moore, who confirmed the legitimacy of the board at a press conference earlier today. She said the board was officially constituted in April of this year. Moore emphasized that all proper procedures were followed in the appointment process and reiterated the board's mandate to provide strategic oversight and governance for the authority. Alia Balgobin once again with the details.
Chrislyn Moore, chairman of the Tobago Regional Health Authority, dismissed rumors that the organization was operating unlawfully, revealing that the board was reinstated in April this year.
We have in hand various letters of appointment that the board is properly constituted, duly authorized, and continues to act as we are required to do under the banner of the RHA Act. And we carry out and discharge our responsibilities as that act has provided.
Moore also notified the public of her intention to pursue legal action against individuals who have defamed her in relation to the recent ambulance controversy.
That the matters that have been uttered in the public space on this issue as they relate to me are defamatory. And I have courthouse closed. What that means is that the persons who have uttered these defamatory remarks and the persons who have shared these remarks or have shared in these remarks will be sued. As we speak, pre-action protocol letters have gone out to many of the usual suspects.
She made it clear that she would not remain silent while her integrity and reputation were being attacked. Alia Balgobin, Tobago Updates Television News.
Switching to some other news now, Prime Minister Prasad Bisesa has sent a strong message to Venezuelan authorities, warning that any unauthorized incursion into Trinidad and Tobago's territory will be treated as a serious national security threat. But the Venezuelan government fired back, warning the Prime Minister of her tone and advising her to use diplomatic channels to avoid tension. Reporter Kimberly Mitchell has more in this report.
Speaking at a post-cabinet media briefing on Thursday evening, the Prime Minister responded to recent remarks by senior Venezuelan officials, including Interior Minister Remigio Ceballos, who suggested that Venezuelan agents may pursue individuals they accuse of de-establishing their country, even beyond their borders.
Where he vowed to pursue anyone attempting to destabilize Venezuela, and I quote his words, as reported. There must be justice. We are going we are going after the gangs wherever they are. I repeat, there must be justice. We are going after the gangs wherever they are. Today I want to make it very clear to the Venezuelan government and officials that they can do whatever they want on Venezuelan territory, but they cannot come here. TNT territory is off limits to them.
Posad-Bissessor did not mince words, stating firmly that while Venezuela has every right to enforce its laws within its own borders, it must not extend those actions into Trinidad and Tobago's sovereign space.
If Mr. Cabello's comments are a veiled threat to enter TNT territory, they should reconsider any such intention. The fact is that as a responsible government, we have to take all threats against any incursion into our territory seriously.
She also revealed that the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard has been placed on heightened alert and given clear instructions to take decisive action if necessary.
I will speak to Minister of Defense and Attorney General to seek advice on protections for our Coast Guard, to use deadly force on any unidentified vessel entering TT waters from Venezuela, smuggling military able-bodied men and women. TNT is off limits to them.
Addressing recent unrevealed reports that a Trinidadian national was allegedly captured in Venezuela, Prime Minister Posad-Bissessor noted that no credible evidence has been brought forward to substantiate those claims.
I saw also in today's paper where the Venezuelan Justice Minister claimed that a Trinidadian, Kendall Geron, was supposedly captured in this group. Again, we have seen no evidence to support the comments from these Venezuelan officials.
Meanwhile, the Venezuelan government, through a media release, expressed shock over Prime Minister Kamla Posad-Bissessor's reaction to President Maduro's claims that criminals from Trinidad have entered Venezuela. The Venezuelan government says it has detained individuals of Trinidadian origin who confessed to criminal activity backed by evidence. It criticized the Prime Minister's tone as uncooperative and warned it could harm bilateral relations. Venezuela urged Trinidad and Tobago to address concerns through diplomatic channels and avoid actions that could escalate tensions. Kimberly Mitchell, Tobago Updates Television News.
We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme.
Well, I want a proper window for me house, yeah? I want no shake thing in my place.
Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces.
We get a wall on the side and we get a hole. You can put a window there, invent something, a window for put there.
At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style.
Well, me meet ya. Me don't know who I'm talking to, but the cousin Tufina tell me for call all you go get proper thing for put there. Me don't know.
Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business.
Driven? No, I ain't driving. I get a bus ticket. One of me pick me them go drop me down there. Must bring me down there. Russo Trey Springer down by the page down there.
Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products, it's about relationships. It's about you.
It's all about me? Who's your family. You know Edna and Dorka and them, you know them, but you resemble them Edward boy and them Edward people them you.
Tobago Glass Supplies, Russell Tree Spring Garden, telephone number 639-6266. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Do you think you know Premier League or Champions League football? What about international cricket or the IPL and CPL? How about NBA basketball? Well, now you can put your skills to work to earn some extra cash by betting on the games with TT Bet Arena. Simply go to our website, choose a sport you want to bet on, find the games and place your bets. And with your computer or mobile device, you can bet from anywhere. Just go to ttbetarena.com, sign up for a free account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. We also have horse racing, plus live casino games where you can bet using TT dollars. And check our new Tobago location at 7B Milford Road, Crown Point. For more info, call or WhatsApp 494-0634. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad and Tobago.
Hair goals, we've got them. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy for queens who know exactly what they want.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Welcome back. Following a vicious assault on a teenage girl at a secondary school, which resulted in her being hospitalized with serious injuries, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar, at yesterday's post-cabinet media briefing, issued a firm warning against school violence, declaring that such behavior would not be tolerated. She stated that students involved in violent acts would face expulsion and be subjected to the full force of the law. Here's more.
Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has pledged swift policy reforms in response to rising school violence.
Going forward, we will treat every occurrence of assault or battery as an expellable offense in schools and an arrestable offense to put before the courts. I want parents and students to listen very carefully. If your child batters another child, assaults or batters another child in school, they will be expelled and will face the full brunt of the law. They will be arrested.
Persad-Bissessar said that there is growing public frustration over the persistent issue of school violence.
I think everybody's fed up with a daily dose of school violence. You send your children to school and you want them to be safe. I think everyone is fed up with violence taking place in our schools.
She said wearing a school uniform should never grant immunity from the law.
And, you know, if someone is 15 years old, if that person robs you or assaults you or extorts you, they are arrested. However, if they do the same thing in a school uniform, they are getting a free pass. It doesn't make sense that the school uniform is a license to break the law. This must stop.
She said all acts of school violence must now be reported to the police for prosecution, with parents urged to take greater responsibility for their children's behavior.
All acts of school violence must now be referred to the police for criminal prosecutions. Parents need to take responsibility for their children's behavior. And if they can't train them to properly behave in school, then let them stay home. And then we will have to look for spaces, as I said, to properly nurture them and counsel them and to help them to live in a manageable way.
The Prime Minister stressed that restoring order in schools requires accountability from both students and parents. Kimberly Mitchell, Tobago Updates, Television News.
The Ministry of Education is taking a significant step toward digital transformation. On June 3, 2025, Minister Dr. Michael Dowlath and his executive team met with the National Textbook Publishers Group to discuss the integration of ebooks into Trinidad and Tobago's education system. This aligns with the government's plan to launch an ebook platform this month, aiming to shift from traditional textbooks to interactive student-centered learning. The platform is to provide cost-effective, high-quality digital resources across all subjects, enhancing accessibility and promoting equitable education. Additionally, the Ministry of Education reaffirmed its commitment to the $1,000 school supplies and book grant, supporting students' access to essential learning materials. These efforts mark a pivotal move toward modernizing education and preparing students for a digital future. The minister also welcomed the Association of Principals of Assisted Secondary Schools to Education Towers, where key operational challenges in assisted schools were addressed. Permanent Secretary Claudel McKellar and the Chief Education Officer Dr. Peter Smith joined the talks. By integrating ebooks, supporting digital literacy, and maintaining close dialogue with schools, administrators, and textbook publishers, the ministry is laying the groundwork for a technology-driven education system. Well, the Scarborough Botanical Garden in Tobago is blossoming into an environmental educational hub. On June 3rd, Standard 4 students from Hope Anglican Primary School, guided by Miss Douglas and Miss Fraser, explored the garden's rich biodiversity and cultural heritage, engaging in interactive sessions that sparked curiosity and thoughtful questions. Yesterday, on World Environment Day, geography students from the University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus conducted field assessments of the garden, emphasizing the importance of first-hand interaction in environmental studies and highlighting the need for active participation in environmental conversations. The Scarborough Botanical Garden guided tours are run by the Tobago Reforestation and Watershed Rehabilitation Program. They are designed to inspire young minds and foster a deeper connection with the environment. You're watching the Tobago Updates television news. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
Courts is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Courts Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Courts Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
What can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Tobago, this is your chance to lock in the brunch experience of the summer. Sun up.
Real bad girl get nasty.
The brunch inclusive edition, the ultimate party in the East, where vibrant flavors, refreshing cocktails, and electrifying vibes collide. It's happening on Saturday, July 5th from 3 p.m. at Deltec Compound, Argyle. Bring your coolers, bring your crew, and brunch, sip, and vibe in style. This is the flavorful escape you've been waiting for. Grab your tickets now at Barcode, Pablo Supermarket, Lost Restaurant and Lounge, Deltec Compound, and committee members. Sun up! It's more than a brunch, it's an experience.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
The Division of Food Security is once again set to host its annual Corpus Christi Seedling Distribution Drive. On Wednesday, June 18th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., Tobagonians can collect complimentary short crop seedlings at the back entrance of the Port Mall in Scarborough. Offerings include but are not limited to zucchini, watermelon, tomatoes, corn, cucumbers, sweet peppers, available on a first-come, first-served basis. This initiative aims to promote sustainable agriculture and encourages residents to embrace home gardening. Planting on Corpus Christi is believed to yield bountiful harvests, a cherished tradition across Trinidad and Tobago. Residents are encouraged to arrive early, bring reusable bags, and take advantage of the opportunity to contribute to food security and environmental sustainability. Jamaican reggae icon Sizzla has officially confirmed a pop-up concert titled One Love in Trinidad tomorrow after he did not perform at the controversial One Caribbean concert headlined by Jamaican dancehall artist Vybz Kartel. Reporter Joel Green George tells us more.
This announcement comes after Sizzla's absence from the One Caribbean Music Festival on May 31st. A release from the artist on his agency, Island Vibe, cited a contractual breach and unresolved financial matters as reasons for the withdrawal. However, in response to overwhelming fan support on social media, Sizzla and his team quickly coordinated the One Love event. A video posted by the singer on June 3rd showed him reaching out to local artists Bunji Garland and Fay-Ann Lyons, who helped secure the Soundforge venue, despite Sizzla's admission on social media that he owes Trinidad and Tobago this. Tickets are set at $250. The upcoming show promises to be a redemptive moment for fans and artists alike. Jewel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
Next, stay tuned.
the game is on. You don't want to miss the best moments. With AMPLIA TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with AMPLIA's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gigabyte fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With AMPLIA, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. AMPLIA. Do more, live more.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes for breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Hair goals, we've got them. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy for queens who know exactly what they want. Well, this is what the TNT Met Office says you can expect from the weather this weekend. Well, for tonight, partly cloudy with a few isolated showers and the chance of an odd thunderstorm, mainly after midnight. Tonight's temperature will drop to a cool 25 degrees Celsius. For tomorrow, you can expect a few showery spells favoring the early morning period, which will interrupt a generally fair, slightly hazy and breezy day. There remains a low chance of an odd thunderstorm. Gusty winds and street flooding are possible in the event of showers or heavy downpours. Temperatures will reach a high of 31 degrees Celsius and a drop to 26 degrees Celsius on Sunday. Generally sunny, hazy and breezy conditions despite the likelihood of a few passing showers. A mostly fair but hazy night could be expected. Sunday's temperatures will be at 31 degrees Celsius during the day and 26 degrees Celsius at night. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. As a recap of our headlines, TRHA breaks its silence on the ambulance scandal. Its chairman says the board is legitimate. Venezuela issues warning to Trinidad and Tobago following statements by Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar. And expulsion and police intervention for students involved in school violence. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.